All right, good evening and welcome to the Wi-Fi Fireside Benefit and Auction. I am Drew Beckett, the CEO of the Paris-Bourbon County YMCA. Joining me this evening is one of our volunteer board members, Lockhart Hinkle. Lock, How we doing tonight?
Dynamite intro, Drew.
Hey, thanks,
I'm
pal.
doing great. Thank you for volunteering me to do this.
Well, I'm pretty good at volunteering people to do anything they want as long as I don't have to pay them.
Social distance, please.
Yeah, sorry about that. We'll keep our 6 feet apart tonight, so we follow all those rules. I think we wanted to start the night by asking you, Lockhart, as a volunteer board member, why have you chosen to volunteer your time?
I thought long and hard about this, and at first it was I don't value my time, Drew. I like to give it away for free. I like to do stuff and not get paid for it. But then I thought, I grew up at the YMCA, and it's my second home. So many good memories here, so much fun, so many good friends made here. And when I got the opportunity to be on the board, I jumped at it because this is a special place, and I'd like to see it stay special.
Yeah, thanks, Locke. So again, we're going to have a ton of fun tonight. Hopefully you can tell that. But again, we couldn't do what we do here without volunteers like Locke and without all of you at home giving your time, money to a place like the Y. We think it's special and want to keep it that way. So, Locke, why don't you tell everybody at home kind of what we have in store for them tonight?
Oh, man. I mean, we initially had the Future Grammy Award-winning band, Dead Last.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, 2 of the band members got COVID. So we have
3/5 of them?
We have
60% of them? Half of
them.
them.
They brought in a young gun named Dominic Roberts.
Well, he's on
the drums, and he's ready to thrash.
He's going to carry the band.
It's going to be killer.
So we're excited for them. I think we have JoJo Gunn that's supposed to headline.
And
they're going to headline
if I'm not mistaken, he dated Britney Spears.
Well, that I'm not positive about, but we're going to verify that.
I'm pretty sure it's true because we just said it on the internet.
Okay. Well, as long as we said it on the internet, it has to be true. We will verify that before they come on later this evening.
Let's just not ever verify that.
We might not verify it.
Okay.
But the other thing we want to make sure all of you at home know is that we have over 60 items on our silent auction website tonight. So we're going to have a silent auction and then also a live auction later in the evening. So that silent auction, you can see it on your screen now, I hope, so long as everything's working perfect at home. You can go through, we got Todd McConnell and Bill T. McConnell from McConnell Auctions really helping us out. We can't thank them enough as a wonderful community partner. You got to register for your account before you can bid. So if you make your way to Bill T. and Todd's website right now, if you haven't already done so, and make sure you register to be on their website, both for the silent and the live auctions. So that site, if you don't have it or you can't see it up, is soldbymcre.com, or you can get there through our website at the YMCA, which is Paris-Bourbon-YMCA.org. We also have some QR codes. If you had one of our take-home baskets, just take a picture, click on that, it'll take you right to their site. The auctions opened over a week ago, so it's not like you're starting from scratch. So if you thought you were going to open up wonderful items like private lessons with Drew Beckett, and you thought you were going to get those for free, not going to happen, right?
Well, Drew, I got outbid for the private lessons.
Well, and I can only imagine how much those are going for now, but we'll have to check that later in the evening. But they're going to close at 9 o'clock tonight. So make sure you get in all your bids before 9 o'clock this evening. Locke, where do our proceeds go this evening?
All our proceeds go to the Paris-Bourbon County YMCA. However, it's not just Bourbon County. We have programs in Harrison County, Nicholas County, as well as Bourbon County. So that's why it's important to bid and overbid. Pay too much money for the stuff you're buying, because the more money, the better for the YMCA.
Absolutely. And you're getting wonderful stuff, right, Locke?
Oh, it's the best.
I mean, there isn't anything there that is not.
I mean, there's a pasta dish over here to die for. I mean, this thing will make a house a home. And if I know my roommate like I think I do, because we're getting married in May, she loves to, after a long, hard day of work, to come home and cook for me. And I've been bidding on this sucker for weeks now. And
I'm telling you what, and if she doesn't like to cook, which maybe she does, maybe she doesn't.
I think she just quit liking to cook.
You're a home run. So if that doesn't work, if the pasta dish, if the lasagna dish, which is a home run, doesn't work, we have plenty of items where you can bid to eat out.
Well, I'll be eating out this week, Drew.
You could buy her dinner when she kicks you out of the house for talking about her online as you are this evening. So we have tons of things available. I think, you'll find anything that you like. Again, bid early, bid often, just like voting.
And bid too much.
Bid too much. If you think it's worth 60, bid 360.
Every
Let's
bid
be honest.
counts.
Every bid counts. We're going to count all of them, and we're going to count them much quicker than this year's election cycle.
Well, there was an election?
There was, evidently. Todd and Bill T are going to assure that the votes will be counted much quicker than this year's election.
Bids, Drew, not votes.
Bids and votes. Yes, the bids will be counted much quicker.
But if you want to vote, there's probably something you can vote on as well.
So we talked about a few of the things you have on your eye on, right, tonight. So the lasagna dish, we don't want to overstate that too much. So again, if you want to bid on that, make it awkward for Locke and his home, please do that, because we want him to bid throughout the night.
You don't want me to have a happy home?
We don't. We do at the end of the night, but we want to take a long time for you to get there.
I want you to have a happy home.
Yes, I have a happy home. So what we're going to do, again, at the end of the silent auction, at the very bottom of that screen, don't forget to scroll all the way down. There's lots of purple and pink boxes. And I think we're going to try to put a few of those up here for you. So we have various options. There's ones that you can send 2 children to a week of summer camp. You can buy a teen membership for one of our local teens. And you can also donate swim lessons for 2 children. So again, those are things that your YMCA here offers to all of our local children. If you didn't know, we teach every second grader in Bourbon, Harrison, and Nicholas counties how to swim. How cool is that?
It's so cool. And that's the age when drowning happens most. And that's why it's so important to really help these kids out. We'll say it again tonight, but this is one of the most unique YMCAs, most for a small town. And it's just a special place. So please make sure these scholarships are just as important. And not as important as my lasagna dish, but they come in a very close second.
Absolutely. So any of those scholarships, you don't get anything back in return except the good feeling in your heart that you gave a kid an opportunity to experience the awesome things that the Y does. So hammer those scholarships, right?
Let's get those scholarships in. And unfortunately, our chairman of the board, Walker, could not be here tonight, Walker Hancock, but he had some words he'd like to share with us over at Claiborne Farm, so we're going to send it over to him now.
Awesome. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Walker Hancock, President of the YMCA Board of Directors. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We hope you enjoy listening to our musical guests and learning about our local YMCA. 5 years after my great-grandfather started Claiborne Farm in 1910, the cornerstone was laid at our YMCA on Main Street here in Paris, Kentucky. Now, over a century later, the Paris-Bourbon County YMCA provides over $200,000 in scholarships each year for childcare and teen programs, free swim lessons, family memberships, and community needs. But we can't do it alone. So we're asking you to help us continue this work by making a donation this evening. If you get a chance, stop by and visit us. Welcome to Paris, Kentucky, and enjoy our Wi-Fi benefit.
Wish you were here, but we're happy for all the work you do. Next, we'd like to take it over our buddy Andrew Buchanan over there at Hartfield. He and his heavy hand are going to teach us how to do a local cocktail.
Yeah, they made a special drink just for us tonight at the YMCA. You believe that?
Well, I don't drink, Drew, until I learned about this drink, and now I've been drinking it all day.
Well, I tell you what, they made it for us, so we're going to help partake. Yeah. So watch this video, and you can learn how to make it at home as well.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I guess you're here to make cocktails. Just so happens, I am too. Today, we're going to make a Negroni. A Negroni is a cocktail left over from pre-Prohibition. It's a very simple 3-ingredient cocktail, but one of the best that you can kind of show off for your friends at a party. So 3 ingredients: gin. This is our gin that we make here. I know that you guys know us as Bourbon from Bourbon County, but we also make gin. This one is based with wheat, rye, and malted barley. Combine the gin with a sweet vermouth and Cappelletti. Cappelletti is a craft version of Campari. It's just a bitter aperitif. So we're going to combine all 3 of those together to create this Negroni. Let's talk a little bit first about technique. This is a mixing glass, mixing spoon. The idea here, you've seen people stir probably on movies. If you've been to our cocktail bar, you probably saw one of us stirring. The idea here is not just to make your drink cold. It's to properly sort of dilute what's here. So you can take 3 different ingredients and through dilution, actually sort of kind of meld all of these together. So technique here, just stir. That part's pretty easy. One thing to always remember when you're actually mixing a cocktail is get the ingredients in, get the ice in, and start immediately. As soon as that ice hits what you've got in here, it starts diluting. One of the important steps of cocktail creation and being sort of a bartender like we were is being able to control the cocktail and be able to repeat the cocktail over and over again. So as soon as you get the ice in, start stirring. As soon as you're done stirring, get it out of there and get it into your glass. Now, what I'd like for you all to do as you sort of learn this process of dilution, get in here and stir it for about 5 seconds, grab a straw and taste it. Stir it for another 5 seconds, grab a straw and taste it. So what we're going to probably do is stir this about 20, 25 seconds, somewhere in there. But being able to taste it over time as you're stirring gives you an idea of how these flavors can really come together. So let's get started. First step, this is just a 2-1-1 build. So we're going to do 2 ounces of gin, 1 ounce Cappelletti, and 1 ounce sweet vermouth. So 1 ounce Cappelletti first. One ounce sweet vermouth. Kind of the way you see me doing this a little bit backwards. Your booze is always your most expensive ingredient. So if you mess something up with your other ingredients, it's not that big of a deal. If you go in first with your booze and then mess something up, you've just wasted all your booze. So this one's 2 ounces. Now we're ready to start adding ice. Get in here and start stirring. But go ahead and taste it. The flavors are there. Everything's just sort of disjointed at this point. So keep stirring. Go ahead and taste again. It's getting better. Let's try it one more time. Now, because I've made a lot of Negronis, I've got a feel for it. I know this is really great. Use a julep strainer to strain it into your coupe. Just place it on the top of your mixing glass like that. Pour in. That is a classic Negroni. One variation you can sort of pull in. We make an Old Tom gin. Old Tom gin is just sort of a variation on traditional gin. This is a gin that you would have seen pre-Prohibition in England. It's a gin that actually spent time in a barrel, which is why you can see this color. It's the same sort of idea, but it brings in these sort of barrel notes. So one of the things with cocktail sort of culture is experimentation. So make it first sort of the classic way, but then jump into some sort of variation or twist or something like that. If you want to add a cherry, we've got these classic cocktail cherries. don't feel bad about just dropping something in if you want to. If you like it, cool. If not, the best part about it is that you can drink a cocktail and then try again. So, thanks. Here's to the YMCA.
All right.
Well,
And
how
here's-
about that?
Here's right back to you, Andrew. So again, thank you very
Cheers.
much. Cheers. We're going to try this drink right now.
It's like drinking a pancake, Drew.
Oh, I think it's better than that. So cheers to our buddies down there in Hartfield. Thanks again. Some of those life hacks that we can share with you. If you don't have the shaker or any of that fancy stuff, feel free to use a mason jar, right? Those are some things that every Kentucky family has, right? And Ohio. That's where I'm from. But we all have those. So if you don't have a shaker, mix your drink in a mason jar, throw it out just the same.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So again, we wanted to give a shout out to our local friends there at Hartfield Company. They are a small batch distillery that's located right down the street from us here in Paris, Kentucky. They are the first licensed distillery that we have in Bourbon County since Prohibition. So an awesome story. Andrew and all of his buddies down there, they're just killing it, right? So the other thing we really wanted to touch on here with the why was that, mid-pandemic, they kind of had to stop making bourbon, or maybe they still are. Maybe it's aging. I don't know. But midstream had to quit with the bourbon making, and they pivoted, kind of like we have here at the Y, and started making hand sanitizer. How cool was that, right?
So in a pinch, can you drink the hand sanitizer?
I'd have to call Andrew and ask him as our local expert. I'm not 100% sure on that. I would advise you not to drink hand sanitizer. But again, I can't say that for sure, but I would just, tonight I'd say go ahead and let's not do
We'll
that.
skip it tonight.
We'll stick with bourbon.
Yeah, all right.
Or gin, as he
Gin.
did in our
Tonight,
drink,
yeah.
right? So again, they started making hand sanitizer, and as the Y was open since the beginning of the pandemic, we couldn't find hand sanitizer anywhere, right?
I bet you found it at Hartfield.
Wasn't at Walmart, wasn't at any of our cleaning places, but you know who had it? Hartfield had it. So they donated gallons.
They're a knockout.
They are a knockout. They
They're
donated
a knockout.
gallons and gallons and gallons of it to us here at the Y to help keep our staff safe and all of the children that we had here safe. So we can't say enough phenomenal things about them at Hartfield. But as we transition here, we have a few basket items in front of us. So again, if you're tuning in at home, which I hope thousands and thousands of people are, I'm pretty positive that's the case.
Oh, completely.
Probably millions.
Yeah, it
Probably
might be,
millions.
it might be.
So we brought a few items down. So you can see that they're fully realistic. I think Locke has one of his favorites in front of him. You
Well,
wanna
let me
about
tell
that?
everybody at home about these. I kind of want to paint a picture first for this one.
Yeah, sure, please.
Let's say your name, let's just say you're an epic failure. Your name's Donald Trump, Amy McGrath, or you woke up in some hotel in Gary, Indiana and only had one shoe and don't remember the night before. What's going to make you happy? Obviously, lottery tickets and more alcohol. And that's what we have here. This is called the Big Winner.
Getting
we
lucky.
named this the Big Winner. Oh,
Lucky in Kentucky.
all right. I just made up the Big Winner. This is called Lucky in Kentucky.
That's right.
And, this thing is dynamite. Buy it now. Pay more than it's worth because it goes to the kids. Lottery tickets and alcohol. And
you
then
can't beat that, right?
No. It's
So the
yeah.
item I had to put in front of me.
Why don't you get your grubby paws
Well,
off that?
sorry,
I've
yeah.
had that on my eyes.
We know Locke is
So,
going to hit on this. This is the
we
lasagna
have
dish that we
two-
spoke about earlier.
We have two puppets. They come in a set. One goes, "Hello, I burnt my tongue.
yeah.
I burnt my tongue."
If you happen
Yeah,
to
so
cook,
You can
at
put your
home-
other hand in this other puppet, but they also moonlight as oven mitts.
So-
And that's where this.
If you happen to cook at home, they
See
are
this, Drew?
puppets and yes, oven mitts for you to get that lasagna dish out of the oven.
You can put the lasagna in the dish.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You-
and
you can
that's
do that.
and this is mine. Nobody bid on this anymore.
Run it up. Please run it up so that Lockhart has to spend more and more money to get that, to help him create that happy home. I think
Very rude.
that's ultimately what we're going for.
I'm
So we have those. And again, if you can't get any of these items or these don't really speak to your heart, what's the, at the bottom of our list?
I'll
what are
buy
those things we
the
can do?
puppets off whoever wins.
You If you can't get any of those prizes, we're more than happy, though. Those scholarships.
Oh, the scholarships
They're-
really
they're at the bottom of the
that's
list.
the moneymaker here. We
Right.
need to get the scholarships with kids.
Yeah.
So you know what's better than one scholarship?
What?
Two
Scholarships. Even better than 2 is 3. So feel free to buy any of those scholarships you want. They go straight to the kids. And what's better than that?
And
right?
nobody hates kids.
Nobody hates kids.
Yeah.
If you do,
we love
then
kids.
you're probably not watching tonight.
That's right.
Right.
All
Absolutely.
right, let's
So,
move on. Where are we at now?
Yeah. I think we're ready to have some fun.
Oh, it's ready for the band?
We are. We're
All
ready.
right, like I said, that a couple guys from Dead Last are here. They're ready to kill it. And then we got the local legend Dominic Roberts there to do a little thrashing.
Absolutely. Hey, they are getting ready to rock
We are
out.
going there now.
We're going to send it live to the gym. Let's hear some Dead Last.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in. We are live from the Paris-Bourbon County YMCA. I'm Gabriel Robbins. This is Zach Jones on the bass guitar and Dominic Roberts on the drums.
Hi, I'm Sabrina Gordon, Operations Support Specialist for the Paris-Bourbon County YMCA. Entering into 2020, our YMCA Child Development Center was excited, thriving, and growing at a very rapid pace, trying to meet the needs of our community for quality early childhood development and care. With the support of the United Way Regional Grant Program, we have been able to keep up with the demand by expanding our programs for more families. Added enrichment activities such as yoga, Spanish language, and music. We have continued with staff development training and added new motor skill and STEM equipment along with a new outdoor play space, which is an extension of our current classrooms. This has been an ongoing partnership with the United Way of the Bluegrass, and because of that partnership, we continue to raise the bar for quality early childhood development in our star-rated licensed facility. We were continuing to expand our program into another county in our service area when COVID-19 hit. Normally, our YMCA Child Development Center is a licensed Star 4 rated HEPA facility for children 6 weeks through 5 years of age, while the after school and summer camp programs serve ages 5 through 12. We serve over 400 children regularly through these programs annually. The Y also provides financial assistance to individuals and families for memberships, health and wellness programs, youth and teen programs, and child care programs. Many of our families do not qualify for the state's child care assistance program, but are able to qualify for our financial scholarship program. So in March, all of that shifted with the spread of COVID-19 and emergency pandemic closing mandates. For the health and safety of our community and our team, we were required to close our facilities and limit our efforts to sanction emergency services. We were supporting those who were on the front lines of the fight against this virus and supporting the most vulnerable among us. Our YMCA provided childcare for children of healthcare workers, first responders, grocery store workers, nursing home staff, and other essential personnel. We served 5,419 healthy meals to the children during those months. Beyond that main service, our Y also provided virtual fitness opportunities through our virtual gym with recorded and live classes. We supplied resources to our parents to keep children learning and active while at home. And when the school year rolled around, we shifted gears again and are providing virtual learning programs for K through 6th grade children while they are not holding in-person classes. With all of the United Way support and programs that had already been made, we were in a position to take on these challenges during a very difficult time for so many families. We are proud to have met the pressing needs of our community and are committed to continue strong programs and accessible facilities that support healthy development of people of all age and abilities.
Sabrina just crushed it.
Yeah,
She makes your job easy. Dead last,
True.
great as always.
Absolutely.
Anyway, but let's be serious for a minute. The way you guys stepped up this year with the COVID crisis, the mandates and everything, for me personally, as somebody who grew up in the Y, when I was, got a little older, it seemed like the schools and the YMCA had their relationship kind of got strained. But what you guys did and sacrificed this year for the schools in this town, and like we got Lana on the board,
Yep.
and she's dynamite. She's a knockout. You provided schools for other kids, and you done so much for the community this year.
Right.
Just tell us a little bit about what we've done for the community, not just the schools, but everything.
Yeah, thanks, Locke. So appreciate those kind words. So what I wanted to say at this point, our staff, you couldn't have a better staff, right? So our volunteers, our community, but our staff as well, just has been working nonstop since the pandemic hit. So in March, a few of the things we want to hit on that, we were kind of forced to close in March. We never did, right? We were always open for the pandemic childcare. But the day that we had to close to the public, right, we stopped collecting memberships 100%, right? I think we were the only Y in the state that stepped up and did that from day one. So we didn't want to take advantage of anybody here, knowing that everyone was struggling. We stepped up, filled that void. So many of our members helped us out through that difficult time. We couldn't have stayed open without all of you at home, the board, our staff, all supporting us. Can't say enough about that. We kind of pivoted where instead of doing in-person classes, in-person programming, we did online, right? We did all of our classes online. We did a virtual gym online. We pre-recorded classes so that people could still stay active, stay healthy. We did that free for anybody that logged on for 2 months. And then since we've been back open since June, we've still made it free for all of our members, right? So that's just an added benefit that we did. The pandemic kind of helped push us that direction. So now not just in person, but we're also all over some online classes. We used our social media platforms to provide games and activities that parents could do with their kids. We did some workouts for adults at home that they could do. And then we just provided some general wellness material, right? We know that this wasn't just a physical difficulty for a lot of people, but also mentally, right? Like your mental health throughout this pandemic. We've tried here at the Y to help cultivate your health physically and mentally. One of the major ways we did that, we know we have a big senior population at this Y. I think 764 members. Pretty sure I know that from memory. Our staff called and checked on every single one of those members. How cool is that, right? So those are things that you get from a small Y, from an involved Y, that you might not get from other places. We did that. While we were shut down, hopefully we've showed off some of our lobby here in our Y. We totally renovated our lobby. We renovated our child watch area. We have a membership director office now, things that we didn't have pre-pandemic that we've done. We also made some improvements at our Nicholas County branch. And as of today, our new Cynthiana Child Development Center is open. How cool, right? It's all done. All we're waiting on is inspections from the state. So our entire service area, Harrison, Nicholas, and Bourbon County, now has a physical presence of this YMCA, right? So proud of that. We were able to do that during our pandemic. Ever since the school systems weren't able to fully open in person, right, this year, like you mentioned, Locke, we had a virtual school here at the Y. So we transformed our gym, our child watch, our after-school program. We turned all of those into classrooms. So we had upwards of 50 kids from Paris and Bourbon County schools that came to the Y that felt it was a safe and healthy place to learn. Our staff transformed from whatever we normally do to being our best teachers and observers of the classroom that we could be. Difficult, easy, whatever it was at those times. But we did it, right? That was the greatest need of our community at that time. So how cool is it that you have a Y in this community, these three communities, that can pivot on a dime and meet the greatest need of the community? We did that, and I'm very proud of that. Super proud of our staff. Everybody pitched in and did that. The last thing I wanted to touch on, so since we did close and we stopped collecting memberships, it's been very difficult on us financially, right? You know that as a board member. I think all of you in the community can probably understand trying to run a business during this pandemic, where we did not take advantage of our members at all. We just stopped collecting memberships. all those things. We wrote a ton of grants. We did everything we could possibly do to stay financially viable here and even succeed. But again, we need your help. Need your help there at home. So if you want us to continue being that community rock, that anchor here on Main Street, bid on these items, right? Buy scholarships, because everything that you give to us goes straight into this community, right? Doesn't go to me, doesn't go to Locke, doesn't go to anybody else here tonight. It goes straight to the kids, the youth of this community that we help develop on a daily basis. So again, purchase those scholarships, whatever you can do to help us help you, right? So,
Can I get a word in?
you can, please.
Well, I'll take a drink to that, sir.
Yeah,
Right. All right.
absolutely. We're
Yes, sir.
very proud of
Yeah.
what we've done here. So,
All right.
yep.
All right, what's next, bud?
Well, again, we hit on this hard. Scholarships, bid. But what I want to show you is a bunch of the children here at the Y. Again, whether it's good times, bad times, really difficult times, we want to have fun. We're YMCA, right? So we want to show you our kids here at the Y, what we do, and a big reminder why we do what we do here at the Paris-Bourbon Y.
Hi, my name is Bella, and I like to swim. Swimming is my favorite thing.
Hi, my name's Penelope, and I like making new friends at the Y. Hi, my name's Olivia, and why I like the Y is because they're really, and they love us, and they're happy for us.
My name is Quinn. I like to swim in the outside pool.
Oh no, it's Rachel!
My name is Reid. I like to swim in the outside pool and play in the gym.
My name is Noah, and I like to play basketball.
I love the YMCA as a lifeguard.
My name is Unique. I love the Y because we get to color.
Hi, my name is Taylor, and I love the Y because it's a lot of fun, and we get to play in the gym, and it's fun because we get to stay safe by wearing our mask and keeping 6 feet distance.
Hi, I'm Liam. What I like about the Y is that we get to play basketball and talk with our friends.
Hi, my name is Lincoln, and I go to the Y, and my favorite thing that is going to the Y is playing basketball and swimming.
Hi, my name's Hayden, and the thing that I like about the Y is they help a lot with a lot of stuff, and it's really fun.
My name is Jacqueline. I love the Y. Hi, my name is Angus, and I like the Y is because we get to play games, and we get to draw, and we get to eat, and it's fun. Hi, my name is Cole Prater, and this is the Y. I like the Y. I like to play with my friends that don't come to my school, and I just like to play with them.
Because play might be the best way to fight obesity.
Because staying connected makes my family stronger, healthier, and happier.
Because a safe place after school can lead to success in school.
Because physical activity is vital to my health and well-being.
Because I need to make my world better.
Because playing team sports teaches the character and social skills that build leaders.
Because learning with others makes for a greater understanding.
Because we need each other.
Because we need each other.
Because we need each other.
All right. How can you not see that video and just love what we do here at the Y?
I mean, that was a tearjerker.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, all those children that are here every day, I love giving them fist bumps and high fives as they go through the lobby. Again, super, super awesome, right? The things that we do here are all 100% authentic. We just love the kids, love what we do here. I know I've had a few people even call me, text me during our show So Tom Ralston, I know, is hosting a huge watch party at his house. So I think, Tom, you need to bid on these board games, right? Or somebody that's sitting there at your house.
I'm pretty sure Tom already has all these games.
Does he?
Yeah.
Tom, do you have Guess Who? Or
Yeah.
maybe Brandon Easton, because I know he texted us as well that he's watching at his house.
Easton doesn't have Twister.
He doesn't have Twister.
Yeah, so he might as well. Easton might.
If you don't have Twister, let me tell you, if you don't have Twister, you're hosting a watch party at your house. What a shame. Because you could be playing Twister.
I mean, it's not a party.
You could be playing Twister while you're watching us at your house. And if you're not doing that, what are you doing?
Sometimes I go down.
Is it a Saturday night?
I play Twister every Saturday.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a way to stay limber. So not only are we physically active at the Y, but we're having fun.
No, we care about their joints and their flexibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you. If you're watching at home, we appreciate you. Hopefully, you might have seen some of your own children in that video if you're watching at home. So hopefully you know that everything we're saying totally accurate, and we're just having a blast here tonight. So love you at home. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We need you to watch at home, but we also need you to give your time.
Yeah, give your money more than
your money.
Time.
Give your time.
Give your money, then your time. But really, Drew, that video, it really was a tearjerker. I wasn't joking. And we couldn't have such a good kids program without our volunteers.
Absolutely.
And Casey Sanford has really stepped up this year. She took the COVID bull by the horns with this makeshift school.
Yep.
And has been there every day. She has went and got food for the kids.
She did. She
made
got
sure they had their
desks.
lessons plans.
She got us desks.
Desk.
I mean, all these things that we couldn't have done on our own. We had a volunteer.
She's been an all-star, and that's why she's our volunteer of the year, right?
So we made it. She couldn't be here with us tonight, so we made a little video thanking her for all of her time, and she is our 2020 volunteer of the year.
Hi, my name is Casey. First of all, I am a volunteer here at the YMCA as well as a parent. And when asked to speak about what the Y meant to me, I didn't really know where to start. I started attending the YMCA when I was 15 years old, and that's where I grew up. I came back for my children because the YMCA offered a daycare program unlike any other, and this was 6 years ago. That we've been here with children since. We stay for childcare. Outside of childcare, the YMCA is my favorite. Swimming, activities, all of that. But what it's come to mean to me and my family, and especially in my community since Rona, is almost unexplainable. Overnight in March, our world shut down. And as a parent, I was very conflicted on what I was going to do for my children, not only to keep them safe and healthy, but also to maintain the whole person that they are. And being isolated is a struggle for all of us. But because of our director of the daycare and her director, Sabrina, and Drew, who thinks he's the most amazing person in the world, and all of our marketing people and all of the staff here, we've become family. In a situation where most people are isolated and don't have family, I gained an entire family, and so did my children. In a situation where we had no school, my children are able to not only attend school, but to swim and to play and do that safely in the middle of a pandemic when everyone else said it was impossible. In Paris, Kentucky, we have figured it out. And the amount of freedom that has allowed me mentally to not worry about my children and whether or not they're going to be safe or accepted or cared about has just meant the world to me. And what we've done since school closed, that we have opened our facility to literally every child that needed it. Our other schools have done amazing at contributing, but Paris being the most amazing school that I can speak of for that. When we said we needed food, they brought it. When we said we needed tech support for our students, they gave it. When we just needed support because we didn't know what to do going from completely in person to virtual, they were here and have been. And I think that's because of the YMCA. In a time when everyone is divided in my town And here, we're not. We are one, and we are a family, and we have gotten through this because of each other. And I just couldn't tell you all enough what you mean to me and how much I just love volunteering. I started volunteering just to help because I knew it was overwhelming and it was unknown, but I stayed because of what it gave me in return. And I may show up for a couple hours every day, but what you all send with me when I leave here is hope and encouragement. And I came back today and it was like a celebration. And I was a whole person and everyone was just happy to have help. And I think right now help is short in offering, and I'm glad that we have it.
Okay, well, you just heard Casey's testimony about why she loves the Y and why she's chosen to volunteer at the Y. I hope that you take that to heart, that so many people, what this place means to them and how much our staff here cares for our adults, our children, older youth, all those things that we hope to provide, that home, where that safe place, healthy place to grow and learn. But we couldn't do that without your help at home and also our wonderful volunteers like Casey. So some of the things that she did this year, and I'm going to try to remember them off the top of my head, but there's so many. I know she's helped us picking up food for the children while we were in school here virtually. She's also arranged, instead of us using folding tables to sit at for the class, that we got desks, some of which she purchased on her own outside of the schools, and then worked with those school systems to get some desks donated. Because we had 50 children here, right, at our virtual school. What an undertaking it was, right?
Yeah.
But again, without volunteers like Casey helping our wonderful staff, it wouldn't happen. So keep that in mind. The next year to come, the year after that we always need volunteers. We need your support. But this year we really wanted to recognize Casey and all of her work. So we got her our award, and I'll read it to you. So you probably can't read it out there at home, but it's our Volunteer of the Year. YMCA. So we want to present it to Casey Sanford for your outstanding service and dedication to the YMCA. So
thank you.
Here you are.
No.
And if it wasn't COVID, we could hug here, but
we can the elbow bump.
We'll elbow bump. So
it's
again, we can't thank Casey enough.
Thank
and
you.
all of your support.
I can't. Thank you very much. Y'all go make me.
Again, thanks, Casey. That was so much fun yesterday to record. We're sad she couldn't be here with us tonight. I think she had a birthday party to attend or something. But again, we could not do anything that we do here without your support, without our volunteers that come in and help us out. We're a small staff, a small Y, with a huge impact. So we couldn't do it without all of you at home. So now here in front of us, Locke has been interested in this one as well.
Oh,
so
this thing here is dynamite too.
this is a massive Keeneland basket. We do have a few connections here. So if you remember our Claiborne Farm intro, I think they had a little something to do with this.
Well, Allison Bishop donated this.
She did,
and
yes.
This is a value like none other.
If you like Keeneland, I mean, you can't beat this basket.
You like this basket if you hate Keeneland.
If you hate Keeneland,
yeah.
the value of this basket is over $700.
You get a blanket. Everybody needs a blanket.
Everybody.
There's a book in here.
Yes.
Do you know anybody that doesn't like to read?
Whether you like horses or not, you love plates
and
you love blankets.
Books.
You love books.
There's an empty bottle. Some people call it
a decanter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you can fill it up.
Correct. With your favorite spirits, like from Hartfield.
I mean, you can't afford not to buy this, Drew.
So, yes, you're exactly right. We can't thank Casey enough. Again, go bid on our items. Bid on our scholarships.
Casey didn't give us this.
She didn't, but she was our volunteer.
Oh, yeah.
So we want to remind you, we're at the bottom of your screen. Hopefully you're seeing this at home. 2 ways you can get to our silent auction items. Paris-Bourbon-YMCA.org. You can link that way. Or the easier path is sold by mcre.com. So hopefully you see you're on your screen, or you've heard us say that enough tonight. You can get to the silent auction. But right now, we're getting ready to start our live auction. So if you've struck out, I guess, on the silent auction items, or if you saw some of those live auction items that really sounded good, I know my man here, Locke, knows a lot about one of those items, right?
Well, Drew, I am providing a live cow.
An
for a
entire
live beef cow for this auction.
What would you do with a whole cow?
Oh, I delivered the little calf this morning. It's the cutest little calf. Looked at me with those big eyes with those long eyelashes that said, "Don't eat me, sir." And I said, "No, you're here for something bigger." And it'll be 800 pounds one day, and it is here for the YMCA.
He said, "I'm not here for you.
Yeah,
I'm here
you
for
will
a
be
bigger
eaten
cause."
by a member of the YMCA.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You don't even have to be a member.
You really don't have to be a member to eat it, but
we would prefer that you're a member. But if
it
you're
was
not,
kind of traumatizing to the calf.
That's true.
So I try to,
Yeah. If you like beef, we're probably not vegan friendly right now.
Not at the moment.
But if you love beef, we have an entire cow.
Or if you love blankets and books, we have a basket.
Yeah. We have smaller items. We have bigger items. We have like a trip to Hilton Head. We have.
Drew, I'm thinking we might just sell you for a date.
Anybody
want to buy Drew?
If Kelly's watching at home, we probably can't sell me for a date, but we sure can give away 7 days in Hilton Head. We can also give away a cow. We have some chainsaws and blowers, and I can't think of a better person to auction those items away than our local celebrity from McConnell Real Estate, Bill T. McConnell. Locke, I think you have a special place in your heart for him, right?
Bill T's a knockout. Bill T was my T-ball coach in 1986, Padres. And
still rocking the brown and the gold. They've brought it back, the Padres.
Yeah.
So
we're Tony Gwynn style. We would have won it all, except Bill T wanted me to steal home. And I told him I was there. He was my third base coach at the time. He's like, "Still home." I was like, "Bill T, you don't know what you're talking about."
So obviously,
he sent me, and I dove heads first, Pete Rose style, got tagged out. It's still to this day, nobody knows if it was real. If I was really out.
What we've learned about Locke
we
tonight,
blame Bill T for the loss, but
he's a great host. Locke is a great host, not a fast runner from third to home. So even though he had the best T-ball coach, the Gray Y, back in the day, we still can win the championship.
Hey, he's a hell of an auctioneer.
He is. I think he's the best auctioneer.
He's in my top 5.
So he's in Locke's top 5. My favorite auctioneer. Bill T, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Drew Lockhart. I got a quick story to tell about the Y, if you don't mind.
Please.
I moved back to Paris from Frankfurt in 1966. Got involved in the YMCA. I was a Gray Y coach later on the board for about 25, 30 years. People don't realize how valuable the YMCA is to our community and how lucky we are. It's a true gem to have our YMCA. We were fortunate to have Delza Maggard, Homer Royce, Bob Thompson, Kathy Boone, and now we're fortunate to have Drew Beckett. So we have a true treasure with the YMCA.
Well, Bill T, those are the nicest words I think we've heard tonight. So I really appreciate that. And I'll tell you what, if you're watching at home, now's your chance. So take a second, 10 seconds. Make sure you're on that website, soldbymcre.com. You'll see it at the bottom of your page there again. Click on that live auction button, and my man Bill T is going to auction off 4 wonderful items we hope you bid on that will 100% we're going to go to benefit this treasure. So we're going to turn it over to Bill T.
Go to that website, soldbymcre.com. There's a link there that you can click on. It'll get you set up. Now, also, we have 4 items that we're going to sell, but also at the end of those 4 items, we'll have some membership packages that you can buy and bid on. One is going to be a team members for membership. That'll be on there, I think, for $200. Yep. And also the 3 kids to summer camp for a week, that'll be a $300 item. And some of those have already been high bid on. And you also have swim lessons on there for $100. So at the end of our 4 items that we sell at live auction, please pay attention to that. And like Lockhart said, bid on it because it's for the good of the children. So we're going to start on the live auctions right now. The first item is Kentucky Speedway Luxury Boxer 4 Xfinity race donated by Hinkle Contracting. That's the race includes now 4 tickets, parking pass, pit tours, dinner and luxury suite near the finish line, and the race is in July 2021. Now, I think we're going to get started. And somebody started off, how about $1,000 and let's go. Hit $1,000 but now one time to be 1,000. How about 500 then? Hit $500 but now one time to be 5, 5 to go, 5, 5 to go, 5 to be 5, 5 to go, 5. All right, we should have some bids coming in on the internet now, so just let me know what they are, Todd. And somebody started off if you would. Hit 500, somebody get it going at 5, 5 to go, 5, and it'll be 5, 5 to go, 5. How much? $340 now. Would you go 350? Hit $340 but now 350, 350, $350 but now one time to buy 350. Hit $350 but now one time to buy 350. I'm bid 340 now 50. Hit $350 but now one time to buy 350. $340. That's only $340 now 50. Hit $350 but now one time to buy 350. 350. Now remember, this includes 4 tickets, parking pass, pit tours, dinner in a luxury suite near the finish line. The race is in July of 2021, donated by our good friends at Hinkle Contracting Company. I'm bid 340. Anybody $350 but now one time to buy 350. Hit $350 but now one time to buy $350. That's a good time up there. Hit $350 but now one time to buy 340. Now 50, 50. Anybody 350? Hit $350 but now one time to buy 350. $350. Anybody 350? 350. I'm bid 340. Anybody 350? We have any bids coming in? 350. Hit $350 but now one time to buy 350. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a good time up there. It's for 4, and the race includes 4 tickets, parking pass, pit tours, dinner and luxury suite near the finish line. Races in July of 2021. Compliments of Hinkle Contracting Company. And somebody started, you also get the pit tours down there. I don't think they'll let you drive anything, but you do get to tour the pit. And started off, if you would, I bid 340 and by 350. $350. All in, all done at 340. You've got 350. 350. I bid 340. Now 350. Hit $340 but now 50. 50. $350 but now one time to buy 350. Hit $350 but now one time to buy 350. 350. 350. 350. I keep on wanting to look around, but I know I'm looking into the camera because it's the internet out there. And somebody, how about $350 but now one time to buy 350. I bid 340. All in, all done at $340. Anybody 350? Hit $350 but now, did you say? Hit $340 but now, 350. Hit 350, we're going to sell it, $340. Anybody 350? 350? Sold right there, $340. $340. Now, I think when you bid on something, you'll get an email to your register email, and it'll be your invoice right there. Or you check with the YMCA. Which way should I tell them to do that, Todd? Check your invoice. You'll get an invoice on that, and then you pay from that invoice. Ladies and gentlemen, remember now, don't forget the memberships of the Y. We'll be selling those at the end of the 4 items that we sell. And also at the end of all that, JoJo Gunn will be playing. That's Jamie Eubanks and crew. All right, this next item is that cow that Lockhart was talking about. Custom cut whole beef from a locally raised cow. The custom cuts from a 900-pound grass and grain-fed, drug-free cow. Value is $1,800. Includes the butcher fee of $300. Cuts will be available in the spring. Compliments of Lockhart Hinkle. And somebody started off there, if you would. How about $1,800 now? One time about 18. How about $1,500 to get it going now? Hit $1,500 now. One time about 15. You got $1,200. I'm bid $1,200 now. 13. Hit $1,200 now. $1,300 now. One time about 13. I'm bid 12. How about 12 and a half? $1,200 now. 12 and a half. I bid $1,200 now. 12 and a half. But it go 12 and a half. How about 12 and a half? $1,200. Anybody? $1,250. Hit $1,200 now. One time to buy 12, 12 now, 12 and a half. Hit $1,250 one time. Hit $1,200 now. One time to buy now 12 and a half. It'll buy 12 and a half. Ladies and gentlemen, 900 pounds. That includes the butcher feed, grass and grain-fed, drug-free cow. And somebody started off, the cuts will be available in the spring. I'm only bid $1,200. Don't lose out on this now. How about $1,300? Hit $1,300 now. One time to buy 13. I'll take that 12 and a half. Hit 12 and a half. $1,200 now, 12 and a half. $1,200 now, 12 and a half. Hit to buy 12 and a half. Hit 12 and a half. $50 now. One time to buy 12 and a half. I bid $1,200. Hit to buy 12 and a half. 12 and a half. Ladies and gentlemen, think about it now. Just go to the freezer and get you a nice cut there. Hit $1,200 now, 12 and a half. It'll buy 12 and a half. Hit $1,250 now. One time it'll buy 12 and a half. $1,200, ladies and gentlemen. You need to buy $1,250. I'm bid $1,200, 12 and a half, $1,200, 12 and a half. Compliments of Lockhart Hinkle. We really appreciate the involvement of Lockhart Hinkle, not only as a board member, but an interested in a community-minded person for the YMCA. Custom cuts from a 900 pound. I'm bid $1,200. How about 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, it'll buy 12 and a half. Sold right there, $1,200, and we appreciate it very much. Not only to you that just bought the cow, but also Lockhart Hinkle. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, our third item, now don't forget JoJo Gunn will be playing later on. That's Jamie Eubanks, Dave Wilson, Chris Caskey, Jimmy Tucker, and Chris Manier. We have donated by Eads Hardware. Now listen to this. Steel Power MS 250 chainsaw and a BG 56 blower, leaf blower. These are really nice. They're steel and very nice. That's easy. They're lightweight, but they get the job done. That's a steel chainsaw with an excellent, exceptional power to weight ratio, and it's up on the job. It's easy for cutting those trees, limbs, whatever. It's lightweight, and the BG 56 steel blower design with the ease of use in mind. Now, they're easy start, both of them are, and they're both selling for one money. And somebody started off there if you would. How about $500? Let's go. Hit $500 now. One time it'll be $5. $5 would go $5. $5 would go $5. It'll be $500. Hit $500. I think the value on it might be about $600 or $700. You got $290. Thank you. Now $300. Hit $290 now, $300. $300 now. One time it'll buy $3. Hit $300 now. One time it'll buy $3. $300 now. One time it'll buy $3. I bid $290. Hit $3. Hit $290 now. $300 now. One time it'll buy $3. Hit buy $300. I'm bid $290. Hit $290 now, $3. Hit $300 now. One time it'll buy $300 now. Did you say, ladies and gentlemen? I think I said that they're worth about $600 to $700. Eads Hardware. We really appreciate their involvement every year. Good for the community. That's Matt, Todd, Allison, David out there. I bid $290. How about $300? Hit there. Somebody started off $300. You've got $3. Now $310. Hit $310 now. One time to buy $310. I bid $300. Now $310. Hit $310 now. One time to buy $310. I bid $300. Hit $300 now. One time to buy $310. $300. Now $10. $10 to go $10. Hit $300 now. One time $10. Out there, you operating that computer now. Go ahead and click that button so you can get in on that. Don't be calling me later on tonight and say, well, I'll go now. It's too late. Hit $300 now, 10, 10 to go 10, 10 to go 10, by 310. Hit $300 now, 10, 10 to go 10, 10 to go 10, by 310. Eat it by 310. 310. 310. Eat it by 310. 310. Now 20. Did you say 320? 350. Thank you. Now 75. Hit 350. Now 75. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got $350. Now 375. Hit 375, $350 but now 75, but it goes 75. Hit $350 but now 75, but it goes 75. 375, I'm bid 350, now 75. Hit $350 but now 75, but it goes 75. It'll buy 375, 375, 375. I bid 350. That's your 350. Buy 75, sign 75. Sold right there, $350. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bidding on that. We appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got one more live auction. And then remember, we've got the memberships that we're going to sell. We've got the memberships. They're showing right on your screen that you're looking at the auction items. And afterwards, we've got JoJo Gunn. He's going to play some music. Jamie Eubanks and company. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Sea Pines Condo Stay, Hilton Head, Allen. This is a very nice place right there on the beach. It's a 7-stay at Sea Pine Resort Condos in Hilton Head, Allen. Oceanfront home seems to float above the sand and the turf. 2-bedroom, 3 baths, sleeps up to 6 adults with a pull-out sofa, full kitchen, living areas, balcony with ocean view. Has 2 swimming pools, tennis courts, fitness rooms, and adjacent to a golf course. It's got a value of $6,000. Compliments of Mr. and Mrs. Charlie English. Now, this needs to be used in 2021. I believe that's right. 2021. You'll need to call and check the availability on the time. So, but you buy it, then we'll give you the number you contact them. Don't miss out on this one. Somebody started off. How about $5,000? Get it going now. Hit $5,000 on that one. How would it be? Five. How much? You've got $1,090. $1,090 is the bid, ladies and gentlemen. It's $1,090. Somebody's $1,150. Now $1,200. Hit $1,150 an hour to go 12. Now 12 and a half. $1,200 an hour, 12 and a half. Hit 12 and a half to go 12 and a half. It'll be 12 and a half. I'm bid $1,200 an hour, 12 and a half to go 12 and a half. $1,200 an hour, 12 and a half. Don't miss out on this, ladies and gentlemen. Hit $1,200 an hour, 12 and a half. It'll be 12 and a half. I'm bid $1,200 an hour, 12 and a half. It'll be 12 and a half. 12 and a half. $1,250. $1,250. I'm bid $1,200. Anybody 12 and a half? Hit $1,200 an hour. One time it'll be 12 and a half. You got 12 and a half? 12 and a half. Now 13. 13. Now 14. $1,400 an hour. You go 14. $1,300 an hour, $1,400 an hour, and it'll be 14. $1,400 an hour to go 14. Anybody 1,400. Ladies and gentlemen, you just think about this. Laying up in that old comfortable bed, go down on the beach, run about 10 miles, and then jump in the water, and then come up and get you a cold one, whether that be milk or a Yingling. But what we have, 1,300? I'm asking for 1,300. 13, now 14. Hit $1,300 an hour, 14. $1,400 an hour, one time it'll be $1,400 an hour. Did you say I bid 13? Now 14. $1,400 an hour, one time it'll be 14. $1,400 an hour, one time it'll be 14. Hit $1,300 an hour, one time it'll be 13. Now 14. $1,400 an hour, one time it'll be 14. 1,400. This is Sea Pines Resort in Hilton Head. Hit $1,400 an hour one. I bid $1,300 once. Hit $1,300 an hour to go 14. $1,400 an hour one time it'll buy 14. $1,300 an hour twice. It'll buy 1,400. Hit $1,300 an hour one time it'll buy 1,400. 1,300. Sold right there. $1,300. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to sell some memberships right now. And you can bid on that. We just got through somebody just bid in here $300. It was a send 2 children to 1 week of summer camp for $300. That's 2 children to 1 week of summer camp for $300. Just bid in here $300 and we'll make sure that you get it. $300, that's for send 2 children to 1 week of summer camp for $300. Now also down the line on that, you can have a YMCA teen membership for $200. Remember, we have to take care of our young because that's how we raise the adults and everything in this community is through our YMCA. We take care of our children. Our children will be our leaders one day. So remember, YMCA teen membership for $200 or get a 1 session of swim lessons for 2 children for $100. But take a hard look at that reminder that send 2 children to 1 week of summer camp for $300. They love it. The YMCA has one heck of a educational and enjoying summer camp. It's send 2 children to 1 week of summer camp for $300. YMCA team membership for $200. And also 1 session of swim lessons for 2 children. Now, we'd like for you to go ahead and bid on that right now, but if you want to keep bidding on that as we proceed, you can just keep doing that. You click. You know, that would be a heck of a nice Christmas gift to get all the grandchildren, get all the nieces and nephews, and you might even see if one of the adults wants to volunteer as a CIT. They probably don't have CITs anymore. Counselor in training? Yeah, there you go, volunteer. It was a lot of fun. Just ask Joanne George and Betty Ann Allen what a CIT is, and they'll say Bill T was. Well, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget JoJo Gunn, Jamie Eubanks, Dave Wilson, Chris Caskey, Jimmy Tucker, and Chris Manier. And before, make sure that you send 2 children to 1 week of summer camp. That's only $300. And also a YMCA teen membership for $200. And then 1 session of swim lessons for 2 children for $100. And remember, if you don't see something on there that you want to buy or bid on, remember we got the silent auction that goes on till 9 o'clock. Just write a check and send it to the Y. It'll make you feel better. We have a $200 membership. That's great. Somebody just sent that in. A YMCA teen membership. Somebody just bought that. And remember, you can buy the teen membership for $200 or send 2 children to the summer camp for $300 or 1 session of swim lessons for 2 children for $100. You can buy those all night. And JoJo Gunn is coming up next. Is that right? JoJo Gunn, that's Jamie Eubanks, Dave Wilson, Chris Caskey, Jimmy Tucker, and Chris Manier. Thank you very much.
I'll give your heart to rambling. I left the girl in West Virginia up for that green grass cruise. Yes, I did. I got a gal in Cincinnati waiting where the Ohio River flows. Yes, I'm a rambling man. I'll give your heart to rambling. Oh, you better move away. You're standing too close to the flame. Once I'm in with your mind, your little heart just won't be the same. Yes, I'm a rambling man. I see you over there. Don't mess around with a rambling. Thinking about you too, Roy. Lived up in Chicago, Lord, I was known as Quiet Boy. Oh, man, God bless you, Roy. Lived out down in Alabama, they call me Man of Joe. Yes, I'm a rambling man. Don't give your heart to rambling. I'll move in away. You're standing too close to the flame. Once I'm in with your man, your little heart just won't be the same. Yes, I'm a rambling man. Don't mess around with a rambling. But I'm a rambling man. Don't give your heart to any rambling. Drag your pump down in the dawn. Said you and me take it down to the bone. Yeah, pull inside and climb to the top. Yeah, I'm just been out of drinking in the Yeah, you and me is out of love. Yeah, it's good thing on you can talk. Yeah, ain't no trouble he might say. Cause it's gotta be like, oh, baby.
You got
it. Thank you, JoJo Gunn, I guess.
Absolutely. That was,
you
thank you.
killed
They
it.
couldn't be here in person tonight, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, well, but he's in our hearts.
Absolutely. We appreciate some of those videos. So thank you. Thank you, those guys. They donated their time and we really appreciate it. So again, you have 5 minutes left until 9 o'clock to bid on the silent auction items. We don't want to miss that.
Yeah,
Don't take the lasagna dish from
every
Lockhart.
bid counts.
If you do, he might have to ride home with me. So please go on there and bid on that lasagna dish.
Oh no, I'm not allowed to go home tonight.
So how tonight is going to work? Again, we want to tell you, you had to put a credit card in on that site, but you're not going to be charged until we know you're the winner. You're going to be sent an invoice from McConnell Real Estate and Auctions. And then you're going to come in here to the Y and you're going to pay us. So starting Monday, feel free to come in anytime to our front desk where we started filming tonight, right, Locke? That same desk, come in here and you can pay for those items and we will walk upstairs to our boardroom and get them for you. So we have those things. Before we leave tonight, I think we'd be remiss if we didn't thank a whole bunch of people, right? So we have Todd sitting here in the room. We had Bill T that was
Todd's been killing it, dude.
Todd's a legend.
Yes.
So he's behind the scenes.
Thanks, Todd.
We can't thank him enough. Bill T loves the Y, auctioned off everything tonight. Phenomenal at what he does. Third best in the county, according to Lockhart. I think he's the best.
Third or fourth.
Fourth. We have Mayhan Multimedia that did our show tonight. That we obviously could not have done this kind of professional presentation on our own. So,
I mean, look, this is sorcery here.
I feel like we look great,
lights, dude.
Yeah,
Look at
we look great because of them. So we can't thank them
stare into
enough.
the light for 10 seconds. See what happens.
We have Hartfield and Company that made our drink for us tonight. Again, please go support them. They're great supporters of the Y and vice versa.
Don't drink the hand sanitizer.
Don't drink the hand sanitizer. That's great. We have our fall benefit committee that also helped with this great flower arrangement for us tonight.
I mean, that's beautiful.
Ann Davis, McLean, we have Joyce Shue, we have Allison Bishop, countless other people, Lockhart, we have Tom Ralston, tons of other people are on that committee. We can't thank them enough for their time, their donations.
What about our boys over at McConnell, though? I mean,
McConnell's got a sweet
they
hat.
stepped up.
We also want to thank Casey Sanford one more. Locke's repping the hat. Casey is our staff. The YMCA staff. Again, for all they've done to this. I want to thank my boy Locke, hanging with me tonight.
Oh, I was dying to do this, Drew.
Living it up.
Dying to do it.
I think I militarily volunteered him to do this. So again, we had a blast tonight. I hope you could see that at home. We had so much fun. We want to thank everybody at home that tuned in tonight. If you bought anything, if you bought a scholarship, we can't thank you enough.
Yeah, so there's still time to buy scholarships.
Please
so
keep going. You probably have 1 or 2 minutes left. Keep doing it. Help our Y grow and thrive, not just stay the same. But again, we can't thank you enough. So we hope everybody out there, you stay safe. You had a great time at night. Be safe driving home. So Locke, it's been a pleasure. We'll do some fist bumps.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we'll see you next year, hopefully in person. So good night,
Yeah,
everybody.
next year's in person. For
Thanks.
sure.
Good to see you.
Thanks, guys.